If old jazz records, glowing theater lights, and lively American nightlife still capture your imagination, subscribe to Blue Hour Avenue here. You'll step into a world of timeless swing rhythms, elegant nights, and classic jazz culture. The clock struck 12 on Rush Street tonight. Neon shimmered through the falling light. A saxophone cried from a doorway bar, while I chased old memories beneath the stars. The whiskey burned, but it felt too cold. Every crowded room felt tired and old. Your laughter lingered where the smoke would rise, like a fading dream beneath Chicago skies. Every melody keeps bringing you near. Every trumpet note whispers in my ear. Whiskey moon over Rush Street tonight. You still dance inside the neon light. Every bandstand plays our old refrain, and every slow song calls your name again. Whiskey moon, won't you tell me why some hearts leave but never say goodbye? The city's awake while I'm holding on to a love that's gone but never gone. The piano glowed in a velvet room. Champagne sparkled through the perfume. Couples swayed beneath chandeliered gold, while I carried a story never told. A stranger smiled from across the floor. For a moment I believed once more, but when the orchestra began to climb, your shadow returned with the rhythm and time. Every street lamp shines like it did back then. Every lonely night starts over again. Whiskey moon over Rush Street tonight. You still dance inside the neon light. Every bandstand plays our old refrain, and every slow song calls your name again. Whiskey moon, won't you tell me why some hearts leave but never say goodbye? The city's awake while I'm holding on to a love that's gone but never gone. The saxophone sighed through the morning haze and carried me back to those golden days. One last dance where the world stood still. One last promise floating over the hill. Now the dawn is near and the crowd grows thin, but your memory keeps wandering in. Whiskey moon over Rush Street tonight. You still shine through every city light. Every trumpet cries our old refrain, and every heartbeat brings you back again. Whiskey moon, won't you set me free, or keep your silver light on me? The city rolls on till the break of dawn, but your song remains when the night is gone. The band played soft as the morning came. The streets grew quiet, but I stayed the same. One final glass and a fading tune, alone with the city and the whiskey moon. Rain kept falling on State Street tonight. Silver puddles caught the neon light. I pulled my collar against the cold wind, looking for a place to finally step in. Then a trumpet drifted through the stormy air from a hidden lounge tucked somewhere behind a velvet curtain and a glowing sign. A world untouched by the hands of time. The band was swinging soft and low, like it already knew where I should go. Blue velvet beside State Street tonight. You appeared beneath the amber light, with a knowing smile and eyes so bright. You turned a lonely walk into a night. Blue velvet, mystery in motion, moving gently like an ocean. One slow dance and suddenly the whole city changed for me. The saxophone wrapped around the room, while laughter floated through the perfume. You took my hand without a word, and every note felt newly heard. The piano shimmered beneath the haze as we spun through a golden maze. The crowded floor disappeared from view. For a little while there was only you. The jazz guitar began to sing, and every heartbeat found its swing. Blue velvet beside State Street tonight. You appeared beneath the amber light, with a knowing smile and eyes so bright. You turned a lonely walk into a night. Blue velvet, mystery in motion, moving gently like an ocean. One slow dance and suddenly the whole city changed for me. The hours slipped away unnoticed there, like smoke dissolving into midnight air. I almost asked your name at last, but the orchestra carried us too fast. Then the first pale glow touched the sky, and morning whispered its goodbye. Beside State Street tonight, still glowing in my mind so bright. Though dawn arrived and you were gone, your memory keeps dancing on. Blue velvet dream I can't explain, like sunshine hiding inside the rain. One chance encounter, one melody, yet it still feels alive in me. The lounge grew quiet, the chair stood still. The city woke beyond the hill. I stepped outside where the morning grew, carrying a song and the thought of you. Champagne sparkled beneath the crystal glow. The ballroom shimmered like fresh fallen snow. I straightened my tie and took the stage, hiding old memories behind every page. The brass began to lift the crowded room. Laughter and perfume chased away the gloom. Then across the floor through the golden haze, I saw your face from another age. The trumpet soared, the chandelier shined, but suddenly I was lost in time. Champagne beneath the Drake lights tonight. You appeared like a dream in the candlelight, while the orchestra carried the room away. My heart went back to yesterday. Champagne beneath the Drake lights above, still reflecting the ghost of our love. I kept singing while the dancers swayed, but every note was your name replayed. You stood beside him with a graceful smile, as if the years had vanished for a while. The clarinet danced through a velvet refrain, while I fought to keep steady through the pain. The room applauded every song I sang, yet each ovation only deepened the pang. Your eyes met mine for a fleeting beat, then disappeared among the moving feet. The piano glowed, the glasses shine bright, but nothing could silence the past tonight. Champagne beneath the Drake lights tonight. You appeared like a dream in the candlelight, while the orchestra carried the room away. My heart went back to yesterday. Champagne beneath the Drake lights above, still reflecting the ghost of our love. I kept singing while the dancers swayed, but every note was your name replayed. A slow trombone sighed through the smoky air, like a whispered promise no longer there. For one brief moment the world stood still, and the years between us lost their will. But the music turned and the crowd moved on, like a beautiful scene already gone. Champagne beneath the Drake lights tonight. You faded softly beyond my sight. Still the orchestra played proud and strong, while I hid my sorrow inside the song. Champagne beneath the Drake lights above, still holding fragments of forgotten love. The ballroom glittered till the break of day, but my heart never truly walked away. The last guest vanished, the band grew low. The chandeliers softened their golden glow. One final chord drifted into the night, beneath the champagne and the Drake lights. shimmered beneath crystal skies, reflected in 1,000 wondering eyes. The brass band glowed with a golden sound as elegant dancers circled around. Beyond the windows the skyline gleamed like a city built from an endless dream. You held my hand as the evening slowed, while the final melody gently flowed. The chandeliers sparkled high above, as if they knew this was a night for love. City lights beyond the Palmer Ballroom tonight, burning softly through the fading night, while the orchestra plays its last refrain. I'm holding this moment again and again. City lights beyond the Palmer Ballroom glow, watching us sway, gentle and slow. Though tomorrow waits beyond the dawn, I wish this song could carry on. The crowded floor began to grow thin as waiters cleared the glasses in the dim. The laughter softened into distant sound, yet we kept turning round and round. The piano lingered beneath the brass, like a promise asking time to pass. And every step across the polished floor made me treasure you a little more. The saxophones rose like a midnight breeze, carrying memories with effortless ease. City lights beyond the Palmer Ballroom tonight, burning softly through the fading night, while the orchestra plays its last refrain. I'm holding this moment again and again. City lights beyond the Palmer Ballroom glow, watching us sway, gentle and slow. Though tomorrow waits beyond the dawn, I wish this song could carry on. Outside the streets were beginning to wake, while inside our hearts were afraid to break. The band leader smiled and lowered his hand as the final chorus swept across the band. For one perfect moment, the world stood still, balanced between memory and will. City lights beyond the Palmer Ballroom tonight, still shining with their timeless light. Though the music fades into the air, part of us will always remain there. City lights beyond the Palmer Ballroom bright, guardians of one unforgettable night. The years may pass, the seasons move on, but this dance will never truly be gone. The last note floated beneath the dome as strangers gathered their coats for home. We stood together while dawn appeared, holding a memory we'd always keep near. And beyond the glass, the city shined on, welcoming the morning as the night was gone. black stone glowed in amber and gold, a refuge for the hearts growing old. I settled in my usual chair while cigar smoke drifted through the air. The bartender poured without a word, like he'd seen every story I've never heard. A jazz guitar hummed low and sweet as the night unfolded down the street. The orchestra whispered from the corner stage and turned another chapter in a weathered age. Moonlit cigars at the Blackstone bar, watching the dancers from afar. Their laughter shines where mine once lived, in a beautiful life that time won't give. Moonlit cigars and a slow saxophone, making a crowded room feel alone. Every melody carries a scar here at the Blackstone bar. A couple spun beneath the lamplit glow, moving together soft and slow. For a fleeting second I could almost see the woman who used to sit with me. The upright bass walked through the tune like footsteps fading beneath the moon. And every brush drum softly played for promises that never stayed. The room was warm with conversation and wine, but my thoughts were wandering another time. Moonlit cigars at the Blackstone bar, watching the dancers from afar. Their laughter shines where mine once lived, in a beautiful life that time won't give. Oh, moonlit cigars and a slow saxophone, making a crowded room feel alone. Every melody carries a scar here at the Blackstone bar. The hands of the clock kept making their rounds while shadows stretched across the ground. A trumpet sighed from somewhere behind, like a farewell carried on the wind. I raised my glass toward yesterday, knowing some things never fade away. Moonlit cigars at the Blackstone bar, still chasing wishes through the dark. The faces change, the years move on, yet the longing somehow stays strong. Moonlit cigars and the break of day, watching the city wake away. One more night beneath these stars here at the Blackstone bar. The lamps grew pale as dawn appeared. The last few patrons disappeared. I buttoned my coat and crossed the floor, leaving footprints toward the door. The music faded, the streetcars rolled, and another night became a story told. The city's dressed in ruby, gold, and blue. Every neon sign has something new. Taxi headlights glide across the rain, while the brass section rides a fast-moving train. I got no plans and nowhere to be, just following the rhythm calling me. From every doorway comes a swinging sound, like Chicago's heartbeat shaking the ground. Then through the crowd beneath the glowing marquee, a pair of laughing eyes landed on me. Neon hearts on Wacker Drive tonight, burning bright in every colored light. Side by side we let the evening roll, with the city's jazz running through our souls. Neon hearts on Wacker Drive, so free, like a movie playing perfectly. Every corner held a new surprise, under painted skies and electric lights. We crossed the avenue with easy grace, passing club after club at a carefree pace. The saxophones were dancing through the air, and every street felt like a county fair. A jazz guitar was ringing from a door. We stepped inside and asked for one song more. The room exploded with a swinging beat, and suddenly the night was at our feet. The trumpets climbed and the rhythm flew, like the whole town was celebrating you. Neon hearts on Wacker Drive tonight, burning bright in every colored light. Side by side we let the evening roll, with the city's jazz running through our souls. Neon hearts on Wacker Drive, so free, like a movie playing perfectly. Every corner held a new surprise, under painted skies and electric lights. The river shimmered like a silver band as we wandered laughing hand in hand. The skyline sparkled far beyond the shore, making us believe there was always more. And for a while the world seemed wide enough for chance encounters and reckless love. Drive tonight, still shining through the fading night. Melody and trumpet cry lifted us above the traffic and sky. Wacker Drive remained like reflections dancing in the rain. Though the dawn was slowly drawing near, the magic only felt more clear. The clubs grew quiet one by one. The city softened with the rising sun, but somewhere deep inside my mind, those neon hearts still glow in time. The clouds rolled in above the avenue. The evening faded into shades of blue. I hurried past the glowing window panes, trying to outrun the pouring rain. Beneath the street lamp shining soft and gold, you stood laughing in the cold, a borrowed smile across the crowded street as thunder tapped a swinging beat. The storm kept falling from the sky above, but fate was busy introducing us. Raincoats beneath Michigan Avenue lights, finding a little warmth on a stormy night. Two strangers caught in the same surprise, with raindrops dancing in their eyes. Raincoats beneath Michigan Avenue glow, nowhere to be and nowhere to go. The city's rushing by outside, but we're keeping time side by side. We found a dance hall buzzing with life, trumpets sparkling through the night. The saxophone swayed with easy grace as laughter filled the crowded space. You took my hand when the rhythm began, like we'd already made a plan. The upright bass walked steady and slow, and suddenly the hours let go. The band played louder, the room spun bright, and every song felt perfectly right. Raincoats beneath Michigan Avenue lights, finding a little warmth on a stormy night. Two strangers caught in the same surprise, with raindrops dancing in their eyes. Raincoats beneath Michigan Avenue glow, nowhere to be and nowhere to go. The city's rushing by outside, but we're keeping time side by side. Then someone opened the ballroom door, and the rain wasn't falling anymore. The sidewalks glittered beneath the dawn, yet neither of us was moving on. The night had slipped away too fast, like something beautiful that couldn't last. Raincoats beneath Michigan Avenue lights, holding on to the fading night. The storm may finally disappear, but I still wish that you were here. Raincoats beneath Michigan Avenue glow, a memory I'll always know, of one chance meeting in the rain that never quite left me again. The morning breeze touched the empty street, the city woke beneath our feet, and though the clouds had drifted apart, you left your sunshine in my heart. I walked through the door where the old band played, past the photographs that time had faded away. The bartender smiled like no years had passed, while shadows and memories gathered fast. A whiskey waited where I used to sit, Near the little stage where the lights stayed dim, the piano man still knew every tune that carried our hearts through those long afternoons. So I asked for the melody we loved back then, and suddenly I was 25 again. At the last table in Dearborn Lounge, I keep saving your place somehow. The music still lingers, the glasses still shine, but your hand never reaches for mine. At the last table in Dearborn Lounge, the room keeps turning around. Everybody's here except the one I need, and the empty chair keeps staring at me. The flugelhorn drifted through clouds of blue smoke, like an old conversation left unfinished and broke. Couples laughed softly beneath amber light, while I sat with the ghost of another night. Some faces I knew from a lifetime ago danced to the rhythm, moving gentle and slow. They asked how I'd been, and I managed to smile, though my heart had been waiting all the while. Every chorus carried me further back to the night we vanished into the bandstand's track. At the last table in Dearborn Lounge, I keep saving your place somehow. The music still lingers, the glasses still shine, but your hand never reaches for mine. At the last table in Dearborn Lounge, the room keeps turning around. Everybody's here except the one I need, and the empty chair keeps staring at me. The clock moved quietly toward closing time. The upright bass walked its final line. For a second I thought I saw your face reflected softly in the window pane, but the street outside held only rain, and the silence called my name again. Dearborn Lounge, I'm still holding on somehow. The songs grow older, the nights move on, yet the memories stay strong. At the last table in Dearborn Lounge, your laughter still circles around, though the years have carried the world away. Part of me never left that place. The band packed up and the lights grew low. The bartender nodded, it was time to go. I left $1 beside my glass and walked into the night with the echoes of the past. and lights, couples twirling through another Saturday night. I raised my baton and the band began a familiar arrangement we'd played again and again. Then the lead trumpet climbed into the air with a certain phrase I knew too well. One shining line, one lingering tone, and suddenly I wasn't there alone. That melody drifted across the years, awakening forgotten souvenirs. The trumpet called her name tonight, across the ballroom glowing bright. One golden note, one silver flame, and every heartbeat spoke her name. The trumpet called her name once more, like it had done so many times before. Though she's long gone from my sight, the music brings her back tonight. I remember the evening she slipped away, as the orchestra carried the dancers in sway. A soft goodbye hidden behind a smile, a disappearing figure beyond the aisle. The grand piano sparkled beneath the glow, while the trombones moved gentle and slow. Yet every chorus, every refrain seemed determined to revive the pain. The crowd kept dancing across the floor, while my memories opened an old door. The trumpet called her name tonight, across the ballroom glowing bright. One golden note, one silver flame, and every heartbeat spoke her name. The trumpet called her name once more, like it had done so many times before. Though she's long gone from my sight, the music brings her back tonight. The brass like a midnight tide, carrying dreams I could never hide. For a moment I saw her standing there, turning slowly through the chandelier glare. Then the vision faded with the final line, leaving only echoes behind. The trumpet calls her name tonight, through every shadow and every light. The years may pass, the seasons change, but the melody remains the same. The trumpet called her name once more, and filled the room from wall to wall. Though time keeps moving endlessly, she still lives inside the melody. The dancers left as the evening closed, the band packed up and the curtains rose. One last trumpet whispered low and clear, and somehow she still felt near. Velvet curtains frame the crowded hall, crystal chandeliers hung over all. The band came alive with a bright brass sound as dancers spun gracefully around. I stepped to the microphone dressed in white, smiling for the room beneath the light. But across the ballroom beyond the parade, you were the reason every note was played. The clarinet soared through the smoky air, and every lyric carried me there. Velvet curtains at the Lakeview Room, golden hearts beneath the bloom. Though the crowd was cheering loud tonight, I was singing only to your eyes. Velvet curtains and 1,000 cheers couldn't hide these silent years. Every melody I sent above was wrapped inside a secret love. The piano danced through a polished refrain, while couples glided like summer rain. The orchestra swung with effortless grace, yet I never stopped searching your face. You raised your glass with a knowing smile, and time stood still for a little while. The ballroom faded, the world grew small, as if there were only us after all. The trumpets climbed toward the chandelier glow, carrying words I could never show. Velvet curtains at the Lakeview Room, golden hearts beneath the bloom. Though the crowd was cheering loud tonight, I was singing only to your eyes. Velvet curtains and 1,000 cheers couldn't hide these silent years. Every melody I sent above was wrapped inside a secret love. Then the band slowed down for a tender tune, soft as the light of an autumn moon. For one brief moment your gaze met mine, and every dream seemed perfectly aligned. But applause arrived like a crashing sea, Lakeview Room still glowing through the perfume. Though the evening slowly drifted away, my heart remained inside the play. Velvet curtains and the ballroom light will linger long beyond tonight. For every song the orchestra knew was simply another way to reach you. The final chord floated into the air. The dancers vanished one by one from there. I took my bow as the lights grew dim, still carrying your smile.